Rabbet joint and bridle joint. These are two types of woodworking joints commonly used to join two pieces of wood together. Here's a brief overview of each of the joints. Rabbet joint. A rabbet joint involves cutting a groove or recess across the edge or end of a piece of wood to create a ledge or lip. The other piece of wood fits into the recess, creating a strong and flush connection. To make a rabbet joint, prepare the wood, cut the piece of desired length of wood, and ensure the edges are square and smooth. Mark the joint, determine which piece of wood will have the rabbet, and mark the location on the edge or end of the board. Cut the rabbet. Use a table saw, router, or rabbet plane to cut the rabbet. Adjust the depth and width of the cut to match the dimensions of the mating piece. Make multiple passes if necessary. Test the fit. Once the rabbet is cut, test the fit by placing the other piece into the recess. It should fit snugly and create a flush surface with the first piece. Apply glue and assemble. Bridle joint is also known as an open mortise and tenon joint. This involves cutting a mortise and tenon joint on both pieces of wood, but without one side of the joint being closed. The tenon passes through the mortise, creating a strong and visual appealing joint. To make bridle joint, prepare the wood, cut the pieces to the desired length, and ensure that the ends are square and smooth. Mark the joint. Use a marking gauge or a pencil to mark the locations of the mortise and tenon on both mating pieces of wood. The mortise should be marked on the face or edge of one piece, while the tenon should be marked on the end of the other piece. Cut the mortise. Use a chisel or router to cut the mortise on the marked area. Ensure that the mortise is straight and square. Make multiple passes, gradually increasing the depth until the desired depth is achieved. Shape the tenon on the end of other piece of wood to fit into the mortise. This can be done by sawing, using a dado blade on a table saw, or employing a tenoning jig. Test the fit. Once the mortise and tenon are cut, test the fit by inserting the tenon into the mortise. It should fit snugly and create a flush surface. Apply glue and assemble.